It's a grilled cheese deluxe, basically. It's goat cheese, brie, bacon, green tomatoes, and Pullman bread. That's it.
Oh, man, it was good.
And butter.
And butter.
And butter on top.
Because why stop there?
Exactly. Who cares? And plus, we want it to look nice and brown on the outside, and butter makes that happen.
Folks, the grilled cheese, again, go make this for yourself if you have a hangover especially. Brie cheese, goat cheese, bacon, green tomatoes, Pullman bread with a little butter, just 8 minutes.
Billy, you're ready.
Bobby, that was the best thing I've ever had.
All in the Throwdown Cookbook. Today was your day.
Bobby Flay is in studio. His book is called Throwdown because his TV show is called Throwdown. So they have a companion. But this is a great concept. Did you think of this? How did it come about?
I did think of it. I love the idea. Honestly, you know, I have to say, I got a little inspired by Ashton. You know, Punked is a great idea. It's a simple idea. Sneak up on people who aren't expecting it, and I did it with food. Obviously, it's not the exact same concept, but the idea is go after people who are really great at what they do. They're usually really they're like minor celebrities in their own community because they're so well known for this one particular dish. And we say to them, okay, here's the deal. We're the Food Network. We'd like to do a profile on you, or we'd like to shoot a pilot with you. We want to see what you do. We've read a lot about you. Invite your friends. Invite your family. We want them to say really good things about you.
So good.
And then while that's all happening, I'm practicing to do exactly what they do. And then the coup de grace, so to speak, is I show up and I say, oh, by the way, this is a throwdown. Would you like to accept the challenge? And they make it happen. No one has said no.
He rolls into Buffalo and takes on the Buffalo Wings. He rolls into Philly and takes on the cheesesteak guy. It's all faced. You ever worried you're going to run out of people and places?
You can never run out of people. There's so much good food in this country and so many good people cooking it. The only thing I worry about is if I beat the wrong guy. We always keep the car running. I'm like, you know, right before the judges say, all right, and the winner, I'm like, hold on, the car's running. Just tell me, do I go left or right? Because you never know. You know,
or you go like, you know, you cook a better pasta fazool than Big Julie over here who's like with the mob.
Well, you know, we were up in Arthur Avenue, you know, the Italian section of the Bronx.
Oh, sure.
And we were cooking eggplant parmesan. Cash only. Eggplant parmesan at Mike's Deli. And, you know, there was like silence right before the judging, and I'm thinking to myself, please lose. Please lose. Please lose. One of the guys in the crowd actually said, Bobby, just want to let you know, it's a long way to the parking lot. True story.
Well, clearly Bobby lost that challenge.
Exactly.
Lives to talk about it today.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Bobby Flay, what's the one thing you can't cook?
The one thing, listen, I'm not a good baker. My hardest challenge was wedding cake design. I mean, come on.
That's brutal.
How am I going to design a wedding cake? First of all, I don't bake that well, so just putting the cake together was A. And then the woman I went up against is like, you know, she's making flowers out of sugar. Yeah. I would know the first thing to do. Like, you know, I'm good with garlic, onions, chili peppers, some fish, some meat. But forget it. Once they start talking about pastelage and stuff like that, I'm gone. That's why I have pastry chefs in my restaurants.
What's your all-time quickest meal, tastiest meal, fastest but best?
Quickest, tastiest meal.
The fastest and the best. It has to meet those two criteria.
It's got to be bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich at 2 o'clock in the morning after you come home a little, you know, martinied up.
How do you do yours?
Well, it's got to be American cheese. This you have to remember, Billy. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's got to be American cheese, so that's not good for you, but tasty. It's got to have, and I like either toast or some kind of roll. I like that crustiness of the bread. Bacon very crispy and a lot of it, not 2 slices, like 8 slices. Okay? And then fried eggs, and you have to use the bacon fat from the bacon to cook the eggs in it.
Oh my God.
Okay? Then you melt the cheese, and then you get busy. That's the greatest, quickest meal in the history of mankind.
Funny thing is, Paula Deen has that and calls it a diet. Bobby Flay is in the house. The cookbook is called Throwdown. It's built on built right off the TV show Throwdown on Food Network, which is so fantastic. Brohim, give me a quick little something I can cook. You know, maybe for the holidays, something when the friends come over.
For the do you have a big Thanksgiving kind of thing?
We do.
All right. How about sweet potatoes?
Sweet potatoes, I can work with those.
Okay. Do you like Brussels sprouts?
when
No.
they're crispy. I've come around to that. They need to be crispy. I've been afraid of them my whole life, but then all of a sudden someone crispied them up.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to give you a Brussels sprout recipe because Brussels sprouts need friends. I mean,
They really
people
do.
not like Brussels sprouts, and it's just not okay with me. Here's the deal with Brussels sprouts. First of all, I like the crispy part. So what you do is you cut them in half and blanch them in water first. Take them out and you roast them in the oven. Just a little bit of olive oil. Put them in the oven so they get nice and crusty, like you were describing. That's a great visual for Brussels sprouts. But how do you flavor Brussels sprouts? You ready for this?
Soak them in anything but...
No. Vanilla extract and butter. Okay, so you make a vanilla butter.
Wow.
All right. You put the vanilla butter in while you're roasting the Brussels sprouts. Then I want you to go to the store and buy some pomegranates. All right.
Wow.
Take the seeds out, and while you're there, ask them for some pomegranate molasses and some chopped toasted pecans. You take the pomegranate seeds, the toasted pecans chopped up. After they come out of the oven and they're all roasted with vanilla butter, and then you just put a little pomegranate molasses on there. First of all, it's beautiful because the pomegranate seeds look like these little red jewels. And it's tasty because you have the vanilla, the pomegranates, the tartness, the sweetness, and you have the crunchiness of the pecans. And there you go. That's Brussels sprouts 2010.
Have you put that in any book so far?
Not yet.
Can you call that the bushy sprouts? Name it after me. Call them bushy sprouts?
Yes, I can, but I have to tell you something. I've used that phrase before.
Oh, no! Bushy sprouts?
Yes.
On a date, I hope not. Let me show you my bushy sprouts. Bobby Flay is in the house. A memorable visit. Buddy, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
The book is Throwdown, and we appreciate your time.
I'll be here anytime for you, Billy. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
My pleasure.